Hello and welcome to whatever the fuck this is. What is this?
We have not come up with a name for it yet, but we will come up with it eventually. Probably sometime during the video we'll come up with it.
Yeah.
Or maybe in editing off screen, who knows.
Yeah, and episode 2 of this will come out approximately next year. So don't worry, I haven't abandoned the channel completely. Not yet.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, fuck you. So this is the tutorial. I don't know why that's on there. Welcome to Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. This is a game that's going to be playing in the background while we do a podcast thing. It's his idea.
Yes, it was.
I'm the.G. This is who are you again?
I don't know who I am.
I think he's Death by Deku or something like that.
Suck my fucking ass.
No, he's Death by Mint. Probably should have said that at the beginning. Professionalism.
What's that?
What? It's a word I saw online once. Anyway, let's actually play the game. So I guess how we're gonna do this is we'll just, gonna look at what games are coming out in the year and just talk about them, thoughts, ideas, whether or not it's gonna fail completely, or whether or not it's gonna be covered in juicy, sticky liquids.
Which are also known as microtransactions, which no one wants.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about cum.
Yes, but I can relate microtransactions to cum because it is a micro transaction from you to a female or male, depending on if your preference is that.
Yes, but I don't consider microtransactions good at anyway, so I would not...
And neither are kids. So.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and play a game now. Super Smash Brothers! Yeah! Professionalism. Okay.
I cannot wait to look at what that word means.
Don't we all? Okay, normal Smash one. Okay, so... Currently we're in February. Yes, we're breaking the fourth wall already.
Not only are we in February, the Order 1886 is actually coming out tomorrow.
Is it?
Yes.
Tomorrow? Look at that.
Is tomorrow, right?
I think so.
Before?
I did. Today's the 19th, tomorrow's 20th, and it's coming out 20th.
Yes.
I actually don't know anything about that game.
Well, I do. I was actually watching Funhouse, their stream of it.
Really?
They were talking about how the game is actually only 5 hours long.
Really?
And for such a strong narrative game, for it to be so short, that's kind of disappointing to me, to be honest.
That is weird, quite frankly.
Yeah.
5 hours, I mean, that's probably for the average player, I think. For most people, I mean, people were able to complete GTA 5, and for anyone who surprisingly doesn't know what GTA 5 is, it's a game that took me about a month or more to complete. And people completed it 100%, which I still haven't done, not for the lack of trying, mind you. Oh, no, it was for the lack of trying. Completed and 100 on day 1 of release. I don't know how that's even possible.
I don't think that's actually possible, to be
People
honest.
recorded it.
They must have...
Or something. I don't know.
They must have done it early.
People have time on their hands. I don't know.
That's not even like a matter of time. That's like you have to have known everything about the game so long before it came out and known how to do it in less than a minute.
Yeah,
to get that done.
I don't know how they do it, but if they can complete a game like GTA 5 on the day of release, and this game, the older 1886, is only 5 hours long, that game will not last long at all.
No, and there's a whole stigma about games like that, strong narrative games I've noticed from, PlayStation, such as The Last of Us. But that game, I've heard, lasted a long time, because I never got to play it. But from the playthroughs that I watched of it, it lasted quite a while.
Yeah. I actually just only recently completed it myself. I did not cry during it. I don't know. I've heard a lot about... Oh, fucking... I've heard a lot about people crying during that game. Maybe I'm just a complete unsentimental asshole.
Probably.
And anyone who knows this game knows that Mr. Game & Watch is a pile of shit. So I'm probably going to lose this match. Thank you, Stoli. But yeah, so a very small narrative for 5 hours. I don't see how that's going to work for that game.
Fuck, I just feel so bad. But yeah, 5 hours, that doesn't sound appropriate for a game like that. for such a game that, you know, derives its entire game experience off of the story itself, for the story to be so short, that's really disappointing to me.
Yeah. Well, other than the story... Oh, God.
What is that? What the hell is that?
That is the... I believe that's the... I can't remember the name of it. It was a DS game. Brain Age. That is the Brain Age guy. I did not... That's the first time I've seen him.
Yeah, that's something right there, man. And you are a dick, Pokemon.
Yeah, that is a legendary dog Pokemon. Anyway, so what about gameplay? How's the gameplay look for that game?
Well, there's no cutscenes in the game at all.
So it's all like dynamic?
Yes, it's all like, I want to say quick time events.
Oh.
Kind of something similar to Beyond Two Souls, I think it's called. Only it's not. It's like it, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, there's no cutscenes in the game, so everything that you see is in-game graphics. There's no, you know, pre-rendered scenes or nothing like that. But because they wanted the game to feel like a movie, like you're in a movie, and crap, I'm getting my ass kicked so bad by you. The thing about the game is that when you're playing it, like I remember watching one, I think it was from E3, a wolf thing like attacked you, and it went directly from it attacking while walking towards you in that cutscene to you immediately having to run away from it. There was no like loading screen or anything. It just immediately switched the camera angle to you. I found that, you know, pretty cool. I've seen games do that before, so it's nothing like revolutionary, but for the game to be so short is just, I don't know, very strange to me.
Yeah. You said Beyond Two Souls, and all of a sudden I just kind of thought, oh, if this is another one of those kind of games, it's... For me, I can't do games that are like completely and nothing but narrative, because then it's just a movie. It's just like, I'm watching a movie, but you're making me hit a button every so often. That's the way I see it. That's like, there has to be some kind of a game. Like RPGs, they're heavily story-based. However, they have gameplay, whether it be action RPGs or just general turn-based. So, I mean, I just sort of like Telltale, whatever the company is.
Telltale.
I don't play their games simply because to me it's just, I'm just picking what the person's saying, and sure there's many different results and endings, but it's not really enjoyable to play because, I don't know, it's just story. And
I suppose I can understand that. It's, again, that's similar in that sense of, like, you choose the outcomes of the story depending on what you say or what you do. Mass Effect. It gives you a very good and polished, or I'm thinking of Mass Effect 3 specifically for good and polished gameplay, on top of a very good storyline that you can adapt according to what you've done previously. And I think that's really cool, and I can't wait for Mass Effect 4 to come out, by the way, whenever that decides to come out.
But the thing about Mass Effect is it actually had a game to it. It wasn't just, you know, select what to say, walk to here, and then watch another cutscene.
Exactly.
It was, you know, a third-person shoulder shooter or something like. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. Over the shoulder.
That's third person, over the shoulder, yeah.
But yeah, it had a gameplay to it.
And that's what I liked about the series, is that for people that focused on actual action in the game, you know, want something to happen, you want to do something and interact more with it than just watch cutscenes and stuff, then Mass Effect was there for you to, you know, play that. Yeah. But at the same time, if you wanted the heavy narrative, you had that as well. Yeah. And I think that was really cool for them to do for the game. I think it's BioWare that made it, right?
Mass Effect?
Yeah.
Yes, because I believe they were also the ones that made all the Star Wars RPGs.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Could just be talking about it out of my ass at the moment, but I think that is it. Yes. Anyway, so because there's many more games that are coming out in the next year than just the Order 1886. What do you think? Final verdict? Do you think you're gonna get it? Try it? What do you think?
Well, if I had a PS4, I would probably get it, but only if somebody was to share it with me and, you know, split the cost for it. You know, one of us play it, we both play it one time each, because that's honestly all you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a story-based game, but
Yeah.
5 hours, really, like.
That is actually also something I missed. It is coming out tomorrow for the PS4 only. I don't know if it is going to get a Xbox One release or a Wii U release. I don't know if the Wii U will be able to handle it. But personally, I probably will not be getting it. It just, you know, as stated before, it doesn't seem like my kind of a game. I believe my brother was going to get it. Maybe I'll watch him play it and then whatever happens. Maybe I'll want to get it.
I'll probably, you know, realistically, I'll probably end up watching it on YouTube, because I did watch The Last of Us because I was very interested in the story. But, you know, considering I have never owned a PS4, I don't really think it's logical to assume that I can get the game, or that I would, considering it's 5 hours long. So.
The fairy, it heals you, but you have to have 100% if you're having difficulty trying to use it. Anyway,
well,
so that's the Order 1886, or whatever it is. What's the next game? It's very hard to look at the list at the same time trying not to fall off the edge as Sonic. Sonic. Gotta go fast. Okay, the 24th is actually a day for quite a few releases. First on the list is Dragon Ball Xenoverse for the all systems, except for any Nintendo systems. So PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and 360. This is a game I already pre-ordered a while ago, so I'm obviously getting it.
Really? That's surprising. You've heard of the game and you're also getting it? That's crazy.
Well, you know, I like to follow through. No.
That's not what I've heard from the ladies.
You clearly haven't been talking to anyone then, because I don't know what ladies you're talking to.
I'm so dead.
Yeah.
That was a good game. That I fought pretty well. I didn't even kill him once.
I honestly was just hitting one button. Anyway,
Not surprising.
So Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I'm kind of split between how they're actually handling transformations such as Super Saiyan and whatnot. In previous games, it's I know there's a whole debate and whatnot whether Budokai or Budokai Tenkaichi series is better. The Budokai series being a traditional like 2D fighter, while Budokai Tenkaichi is a 3D you know, fly everywhere, kind of more Dragon Ball-esque, I think of it. Like, you know, more about that, whenever, you know, face-off type thing, and then just doing ridiculous attacks. In that, it's, you basically, after a certain time, can just transform and stay that way forever. In Budokai, it's more of, once you have enough ki, you can transform to the next stage, and then if you have even more ki, the next and whatnot. However, if you have if you only have so much ki that's below a threshold, however you say it, and you get knocked on your back, you actually deform.
Really?
Yeah. But in Xenoverse, it's being handled by, it's actually one of your ultimate attacks. You can actually choose what ultimate and special attacks you have. Super Saiyan transformation being an ultimate, and Kaioken, which everyone can use, not only Saiyans or humans. Everyone can use Kaioken. Oh god damn, Kaioken is a special. They turn it into a temporary type thing where you transform and you have unlimited ki for as long as it's active, but as soon as it runs out, you deform. So in a way I like it, but in another way it's kind of, I don't know, I just kind of like staying as Super Saiyan, just the way I kind of like play games. But what do you think about it? I've been told.
I don't really know much about the game because I haven't really played a Dragon Ball game since like the PS2. But I heard that you can customize characters, which is something that hasn't been in the games for a long time.
If ever,
I think that was in one game actually.
Maybe minor customization, but I mean, this one
it's full blown, like choose your own race and everything.
Yeah, it's an MMO. For those who don't know, it is quite frankly you create your own race. Well, not race, character.
Yes, that is something that I think is really cool, which is why I'm excited to actually, get back into the Dragon Ball games.
To answer your question, though, yes, he does interact with the stage.
Yeah.
But yes, it is an MMO. I believe it also has a story mode where you're playing as a defined character, where you go through and meet the characters from the anime, relive like what ifs kind of thing. So I think it's gonna have many different modes, like a versus mode, a story mode, and then MMO, which will be. I'm not entirely sure what it's gonna be like. I haven't looked too far.
The dragon's on your side now. What the fuck?
I'm actually surprised if you only died once with all this shit going on.
I know.
But I am looking forward.
This is so overpowered.
It's quite big.
Yeah, hell so.
And holy shit. But yeah, you can create your own characters and then train them, and then after you've, I think, somehow deemed yourself worthy, you can actually go and talk to people from the show, such as Goku, I think maybe Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta, and they actually mentor you, and you can learn their abilities, like Big Bang Attack, Kamehameha.
Really?
Yeah.
That's in the game itself?
That is in the MMO part of the game, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. However, and if you want to, because it's up to you, it's MMORPG, you do whatever you... Oh, God, sorry again.
Oh, God. No!
You can, if you want, you can, if you want, talk and train with every, mentor and learn everything in the game with one person if you want to. Other people might want to, like, all-P it a bit and say, oh, I only want to know some things. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I may actually do recordings on that. I have not given up on Kingdom Hearts. I'm just waiting for a time when I'm not going to get interrupted by drums again. And potentially a baby.
Ignore the baby. It will pass.
Now. But yeah,
I hope they actually do make Dragon Ball Z abridged references in the game.
I doubt they would, but I would love that.
In Halo, there's so many red versus blue references in the game.
That is true. It is amazing how many, the fact that,
yeah, I'm so screwed.
343 or Bungie, whoever,
Both,
I guess. Oh, I know it's a mess. Has decided that this is a community that people, like and whatnot, and the fact that they're, and they actually embraced it and put, like, Griffball in their game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Make an actual game type that's in matchmaking based on a series. That's crazy.
So, I suppose final verdict. I'm getting it, obviously.
I'm definitely getting it. I'm hoping to get back into Dragon Ball's games in general, not just specifically Z, but if they make more after Xenoverse, which I'm sure they will. Such a big franchise.
Yeah. Considering there's another movie coming out.
That's
a different topic for another day. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the game, and I'm actually going to be playing it very often, considering Destiny's, wearing thin at the moment.
Well,
until more DLC so I can grind for it.
Yeah, more DLC. Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires for the Windows, PS4, Xbox One, and the PS3. I have not actually played Dynasty Warriors. I haven't played Hyrule Warriors, which is the Zelda game created by the makers of Dynasty Warriors. Not because I didn't want to, just because of certain personal reasons. I'm not sure. What's your experience?
I do not know much about that game series, to be honest.
Dynasty Warriors is, it's basically you're an overpowered motherfucker who, goes against an entire army at once and crushes all of them with ultimate moves.
That, I get it. So it's the fighting game for people who suck and want to feel like they're overpowered.
Or who just want to feel like a badass, yes. I suppose.
I can't take on all these people normally, but with the overpowered god that was they gave me, I can take them all on.
I probably not be getting that game. I haven't looked up in it at all. But I have been looking at, say, One Piece is making a new game by the Dynasty Warriors people,
Really?
which I'll probably get. For those who don't know, One Piece is basically my favorite show. So I'll probably end up getting that when it comes out. But other than that, Dynasty Warriors 8, Empire, also know nothing about it. Probably not going to get it. What about you?
Same. I have the same verdict on that.
Oh, you go. You picked your game.
Yep.
Well, okay. Entertain the people. The next one is, I don't think... Oh, Resident Evil.
Oh, yes. Resident Evil Revelations. Revelations 2, actually.
Episode 1 for the PS3 and PS4.
Only PS3 and PS4?
Yeah. I believe it... It comes out for the 360, the Bone, and the Windows on the day after.
Okay, well...
So the 25th.
I know a little bit about Resident Evil Revelations 2. I know that instead of selling the game, right, as one... Well, just, stop for a second. But instead of selling the game as one big disc... for $60, they're selling it to you in, I believe, 5 parts.
Yeah, as I can see here, there's episode 2 right there. So you say 5 parts?
Yeah. Tell me if this makes any sense, right? If you buy all 5 parts together, right, it's $25. If you buy them all separately, it's $24.
That is an interesting marketing plan from them. I don't know how well it's going to work for them, but
I almost thought it was a mistake, and then I remember watching an interview and I was like, this has to be like, they have to like screw that up, the pricing for that. And the guy was actually talking about how he felt like he wants people to buy them all separately in individual episodes. And I'm like, so I guess that makes sense that it, is cheaper all in different, times instead of all in one bundle. But that's crazy to me still.
Yeah,
Don't kick my ass, okay.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, personally, I haven't actually played any Resident Evil games, so I have no experience with the series. Mostly because I'm not big on the whole genre. I am kind of a bitch. Though I will never say it out loud.
You kind of just did, but...
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. So personally, I won't go, I won't get it. Do you know anything else in detail of it, or?
I know a couple things. There's gonna be co-op in the game.
Co-op?
But if you even want to call it co-op, one player holds the gun, which is the first player, and the second player holds the flashlight, but no gun.
Okay, so it's basically the flash. You have a meat shield, but when the meat shield is gone, you lose your light source.
Yes.
Interesting way of, yeah, that's interesting design now. Mechanics?
Yeah.
Talk words. I don't know them. That is a Snorlax?
Out of nowhere. But yeah, they decided to go that route with the game, and I was very weirded out by it.
I can imagine.
Can't understand why they'd ever do that, because they've never done that before. Ever. In any Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
So, for that design, I just can't really think of a logical reason as to why they would do that, to be honest. And you're humping my face. Go.
Oh, I know. Diddy loves some Ganondorf. Yeah, so, final verdict. I believe I've said mine.
Not getting it. And this is going to be disappointing because I have bought almost every Resident Evil since Outbreak File 1. And that was when I got it into, so...
And would you say that goes for all of the episodes of this?
yeah, I'm not going to get any of the Revelations 2 episodes. I'm definitely not planning on it, which is sad because I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil series. Like, I'd honestly rather buy a remade Resident Evil 6 in higher quality HD than buy Resident Evil Revelations 2. And everyone knows how bad everyone, talks, smack about Resident Evil 6. And I'd rather get that than Revelations 2 at the moment. So,
Well,
hopefully they'll change some things about that. Like, if they were to at least make it so the second player wasn't holding a flashlight and that's all they did,
yeah.
then I would be more inclined to get it, but no.
Well, let's see, I have to look away from the game again.
Don't worry, I'll just kill myself by accident.
Well, that hasn't stopped you before.
Go screw yourself.
I do every night.
Good.
Okay, oh, I did not. Okay, well, that's enough time to, let's see. Okay, 25th, I don't know if you've ever heard of either of these. Homeworld Remastered Collection on Windows, and Oddworld New and Tasty, which is...
Oddworld, is that the...
That used to be a PS1 game, I believe, that, was notoriously difficult. I believe it all... Oh, that is literally just... Okay. Oh god, he's sucking me in. Okay, I haven't seen this before. I literally... Okay. Anyway.
I'm so good at this game, by the way.
I believe it's already been out on the PS4 for a while, New and Tasty. It basically just fixes a lot of the problems that the original had that made it notoriously difficult, without taking away from the notorious difficulty. If that makes any sense. Basically, they made it less of a chance-based, oh my god, I just died, what the fuck did I do wrong, to, oh my god, I just died, I know why I died, because I suck at games.
Well, that's the first step to fixing it, Jacob.
Yeah, that is. But I personally have never played it. I may try it once and get mad at it because I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore, but I wouldn't also consider myself a casual gamer. So
I'm a little there too, actually. That's weird. I wouldn't consider myself one of those people that would go to like a lobby at any game, just be like, I will talk down to you because I'm the superior player. I'm here to be the best. I'm not Ash Ketchum trying to catch all the Pokemon, but I'm also not the guy who only plays the game just to sit there and do whatever. I'm there to play, just normal. Kind of in the middle there too.
So okay. And the 27th, Dragon Ball Xenoverse comes to Windows. We already talked about Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
I have another game actually I would like to talk about. I have another game I'd like to talk about.
Alright.
Well, you know how Master Chief Collection launched and it was a flawless product?
Absolutely flawless.
One that worked about 1 out of every 1,000 tries.
It worked about as well as Destiny. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, it might have worked even better than Destiny. It might, in the sense of what we're talking about, it worked even less than Destiny ever did. So they accomplished what they were going for. So
yeah, because it wasn't always online. It actually had a working single player.
I think that FIFA 3 actually had a plan when they made the Master Chief Collection in Halo 5, right?
Really?
Yes. With the Master Chief Collection, there is 4 games that are already made that they have put on one disc and then make pathways in between each game so you can play them all one after the other, right? So, bear with me here. As they're making Halo the Master Chief Collection, they know that everyone who played Halo 1, 2, and 3 loved those games. They loved them so much. The nostalgia is going to be there, right? So they say, make Halo 2 Anniversary, and I'll play that. So they say, alright, we'll give you Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. But we're also going to give you Halo 5 when it comes out. Now, to get rid of the nostalgia that you would have had for the game, right, they made it launch broken. So all the good times that you could have had on the game, which would have made you stay on Halo 1, 2, and 3, and 4, if you can count that as Halo, but they made them broken, so you'd want to move on to the next Halo and get Halo 5. Because I don't know if you noticed, but no one talks about how Halo 5 was broken, because it wasn't. Halo 5 worked almost all the time. And it was a beta, which was just out of alpha. It was barely even applicable to put it into a public space, but it worked better than Halo Master Chief Collection does. Now think about this. Do you think that makes any sense at all? This whole theory?
That is an interesting thought. I don't know whether someone would be would do something like that. I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean,
I think the worst of them at the moment, and that's just because, you know, who I am.
Yeah.
But I think that would be kind of funny in a way. That's something you would see out of like a comedy movie if they made a movie about some like evil developer. I think that would be like the entire storyline of it. But yeah, I think that would be pretty great.
Or perhaps 343 is actually trying to help out their predecessor, Bungie, by making the games that people loved crappy so that they go back to Destiny. And then realize that Destiny is crap and go to GTA 5. Maybe.
They're all working together here.
Yes.
It's all just one big conspiracy.
Which then brings us into March. And ooh, there's a good games I see here. I saw Assassin's Creed. I don't know. That is Rogue, so that might actually work slightly better than the one that's out now.
Rogue. Was that coming out?
I believe that, yes.
I thought that already was out.
It's coming out for the Windows, so it's probably already out on some consoles.
Oh my god.
If not all of them.
Windows hasn't had that yet. That's horrible. They need to get...
Ubisoft
needs to get cracking.
I'm not just saying this because I tend to use PC more, and by all means I'm not a PC master race. I actually mock them for being assholes. PC master race fans of mine, which I don't have any, don't kill me. I think that they're trying to make it better, and releasing it later for Windows because they want. And I don't know why they would do it, because actually I'm just going to stop that train of thought because it works for consoles too. But they want... I don't know. I don't know. I am talking out of my ass.
You lost that completely.
I lost it completely.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is late on the month anyway, so let's start with... Again, Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 2 for the PS3 and PS4. We already talked about that. And then that comes out for Xbox One and 360 and Windows on the 4th. Oh, a new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game. I don't think they've had one of those since Donkey Kong on the original arcade machine. That's coming on the 3DS and the Wii U on the 5th. Actually, I haven't heard anything about that. I'm sure...
I haven't either. That's actually English. Really surprising. I have not ever heard something about that. Not even reverse. Shit, I'm so good at holding a controller in my lap.
Oh. The fuck did you...
I caught the controller so it wouldn't fall off because I wasn't holding it.
Anyway, so that... that sounds interesting. I might have to look into that. Don't know if I'd get it or not, but, it's good to see...
I don't know how much it would be. If it was like a $5 or $10 game, I'd probably get it.
Well, it has the words Mario and Donkey Kong in it, so most likely it's probably not $5.
So inflate that by 4, right? About 4, 2 for each. Because think like Halo Wars, right? It was an RTS game, which Halo's never been, but they slapped the name Halo on it and gave them skins for Halo, and then they sold... Actually, they didn't sell that many copies because it was still an RTS game, but I'm sure it would have sold a lot less if they hadn't slapped Halo on there. Same idea though, right?
I suppose, yeah.
They buy the name, not the game.
Yeah. Anyway. So that's interesting. First time I'm hearing about this, so I'll have to look into it before I have any kind of opinion on that. So I assume that goes for you as well.
Yep.
Okay, going on. Okay, a bunch of other things I've never heard of. Assassin's Creed Rogue, which I do believe is out already on past gen consoles.
What about the new one?
New one? What?
The new Assassin's Creed one.
Unity?
No. Not the one that's coming out. The
Doesn't-
one that takes place in England, actually.
I have not heard of that one at all.
I'm not quite remembering.
Isn't it France, actually? No, that is Rogue. Or Unity. Never mind. I forgot that's a thing already.
That's okay, man. You hit Alzheimer's early.
I've only recently come out of my walk. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
So I have not heard anything about
Yes.
it.
They've shown pictures of it. What are those pictures called?
Teasers?
No, like when they draw a picture, it's like an illustration.
Oh, concept art.
Concept art. Yes. They actually just a couple, maybe 2 months ago, showed concept art for it.
Oh, we kind of quite different. Yes, I am absolutely hacking. What were we talking about? Assassin's Creed. So yeah, that might be interesting.
I'm so good at myself.
As long as it doesn't end up like Unity, maybe.
I'm already getting my verdict on it. I'm not buying that game because I don't like when games annualize themselves.
Yeah.
That is annoying to me. So, like, for instance, another, notorious game for annualizing itself is Call of Duty.
And we all know what that goes.
The elephant in the room, let's just bring it up.
Yeah.
I have not bought a Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3. Because Modern Warfare 3 was a colossal failure, and honestly, everyone knows it was a piece of crap.
Personally, I actually haven't played Call of Duty since Black Ops, because that is actually the one I came into the series with. From then, I got the fourth game, I believe it's fourth game, whatever war it was.
That's the fifth one.
Fifth one? Oh. Well, I didn't play that one very much, mostly because, most people in Black Ops by then. You actually just killed. Personally, though, I have not, and probably will never get a Call of Duty game again. That will blow up eventually.
That's nice.
Alright, so, Call of Duty Rogue, yeah. When Activision...
Might as well be, they both annualize themselves.
Yeah. Anyway, Assassin's Creed Rogue, I've heard it's the better of the two games that came out, this year. So...
I heard the two, which was a big surprise, considering it was on, 360.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't know. I probably won't be getting that on Windows either.
Yeah, I'm not interested in getting that, but it's still unique though that they're doing England. I never thought that they would.
Well, who would have thought they'd do America?
Honestly, I saw it going there, but that's just me. But England, like, for the developers' standpoint, they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're mostly French, right?
Well, actually, yes, if you want to take anything Black Flag, which personally I think was quite good, only because of the, pilot part of it.
Only because of the un-Assassin's Creed-ness of it.
Yes, the un-Assassin's Creed-ness of it. In that game, most of the people that are in the, current time speak French because you're in Canada, I believe. Or somewhere, and they speak French. And I believe, though actually the Ubisoft is stationed in Montreal, or at least has a division in Montreal. So yes, I believe they are mostly French.
So, I didn't think that they would do a area that was so close to them. That's what I thought would be, different, because most, most games nowadays take place in America, because that's, where a lot of the buyers come from.
Yeah.
For console games. So, personally, I never thought that they would do London or England. I never thought that it would ever go there personally.
Well, maybe that's why Unity was such a failure, because it was in France and, you know, the French. Oh, no, you don't know.
Now, any French viewers we could have had are no longer going to be here.
Well, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just making fun of the fact that, you know.
Hey, man, people are sensitive on the internet.
Well, I'm in no way to make it insulting, am I? I mean, I just take the fact that
No, but if you do not agree with anybody in any way, shape, or form, they'll take it like you just insulted their family.
I'm just saying, because the whole trend you're going on is the fact that you don't think that French developers would make a game about, you know, position in France.
No, about a neighboring.
Oh, a neighboring.
Difference.
Okay.
Because it was so close. Like, obviously we've already seen, you know, France in, you know, Assassin's Creed games. So I didn't think that they would do, you know, England. I just didn't see it going there for whatever reason.
Oh, you just not there. Well, yeah, most likely I won't be getting Rogue. Didn't get it on the previous, on the consoles. Probably won't get it on Windows. This is literally the worst Smash ever. Okay, I'm terrible at it.
Can I hurt you while you're doing that?
No, I won't even get close to me. Anyway, while I have the moment when you're away from me, oh, I want to pick that up. Oh, I'm about to. Yeah, okay, good. Anyway,
That evens the playing field a little bit.
ooh, DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition for the new consoles, new gen consoles.
I actually might consider buying that. I've never gotten into DMC, but I've actually wanted to. I heard that it was a very tough game.
Yeah,
series, so I was considering getting into it.
DMC Devil May Cry is a hack and slash, I believe. It might have a different name to it. I forget.
Holy.
I don't even know what the fuck it happened now. But it is, I believe, been known for its difficulty.
What the hell just happened?
I got a pitfall.
You got what?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Personally, I'm a big fan of hack and slashes. Is kind of why I like Dynasty Warriors game. The way Dynasty Warriors is. It's not a hack and slash, but it is kind of thing. But I don't know why I actually haven't gotten into Devil May Cry. I may pick it up, I might not. We'll see.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I do get it, I'll share it with you, so you can try it out.
Sounds good.
That's supposing if I get it on disc, which I probably will.
And Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 3 on the PS3, PS4 on the 10th as
let's
well. And skipping those. Yeah. Okay. Codename Steam on the 3DS, which I haven't looked at or even considered looking at. I don't know.
Grand Theft Pizza Delivery. Well.
Yeah.
Wait, GTA 5 is coming on the Wii? What?
It's Win.
Oh, looked like Wii from this angle.
Yeah. You're skipping ahead a bit.
I was like, what the hell?
March 17th, another day for releases. Battlefield Line for the Windows, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and the One. Again, no Nintendo. The beta was a couple weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about a week ago,
Oh, okay.
I think.
So, I played that a bit. I did.
Played it.
I kind of was laughing the entire time, kind of thing.
Now, when you say laughing, because you didn't like the game or because it was funny? Because I actually thought there were some parts that was hilarious in the game. That it actually set up some pretty funny moments. For instance, right? I'm playing Hardline and I'm on Dust Bowl on Hotwire. You play that game type in the beta?
Hotwire is when you get into a car and then drive it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was laughing on that.
So, that's the funny game type. But I'm playing it, right? And I'm playing as the criminals for the first time. Like, this is my first time playing as the criminals ever in Hardline. So, I'm in the car, I'm in the back seat, and I flip off the guys behind us in their car because I was trying to spot them. I didn't know that the criminals actually flipped off the cops physically when they were spotting them. The reason why this is funny is because the moment I flipped the cops off in their car, they got blown up. So it was like my middle finger of death just killed them. It was great. Oh, I think I recorded it on my Xbox. I'm not sure if I did or not, but there are so many funny moments. Like, I love that.
Yeah, I kind of didn't really understand the whole Hot Wild game mode. I played both ends of it, and it basically seemed just get to the call, get into it, drive, and if you come across a person who's on the opposite team, blow that call up. It really didn't seem like it mattered which side you're on. You're both kind of trying to get to the calls before the other.
Yeah.
And I didn't really see how me driving a call, did anything.
See, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce's... I'm just kidding, no. Originally, they tried marketing Hardline as a serious game, which was a big mistake. And this was Visceral's fuck up, not DICE's, because Visceral was ahead of the marketing for the game at the moment. They wanted the game to be considered serious, but no one could take the game seriously. I wonder why. But DICE, they changed that whole route into it's a funny game. You should try it out. And I think that was the obvious thing that they should have done from the beginning.
Yeah.
Considering it's such a ridiculous setting to have for, Battlefield or, in general, a whole bunch of cops going after a whole bunch of criminals.
Gosh.
And they let it get out of control like that and everything. And for instance, Hotwire, why would the cops be needing to drive around the cars as well as the criminals,
Yeah.
The cops should be taking it into an area so it's away from, the fight, but they didn't do that. So the game itself is ridiculous, and I think that DICE just took the mantle on that, kind of like how Saints Row 2, the storyline was ridiculous for the game, but it legitimately took itself seriously, which was like, are you kidding me? But in Saints Row 3, which is, where everyone got the term Saints Row Syndrome, the game does not take itself seriously, it doesn't even try to.
Yeah.
And I think that's where DICE has decided to go with Hardline, and I think it was the right choice, personally. Now, getting, to what, we're inevitably going to be talking about, I do not believe that I would buy the game, only because, it's a different Battlefield, and I am not one to deny change, but the change that it's making is not a change that I want. And by that, I mean, for instance, there has been no Battlefield game that has had a gold camo in it. What competing first-person shooter franchise has gold camos in just about every single one?
The fish game?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The salmon game.
Yeah.
I immediately caught onto that. The gunplay, there's so much less recoil in the game than in ever before. So I think it's pretty obvious that they have made the game in attempts to get more sales out of it, because they lost so many because of Visceral's marketing. I think that they're trying to make it, more in tune for people who like salmon or fishy games.
Personally, the only bit of fun I had from it was the heist mode, even though it didn't work very well. But if I wanted to, play online and do a heist, other than GTA, if ever, I can just play Payday 2, because that's pretty much what it felt like I was playing, except not as good. Let's see.
Now, I would normally agree with you, but Payday 2 got really old quick.
I have to agree with you on that one, but it did feel a lot more polished than the Hardline.
Yeah, I think we can both make a universal verdict on that game that we are not going to get it.
Yeah.
But I still think that the beta was fun.
It was fun.
Not that I'm going to get the game, but the beta was fun.
Let's see. I believe the next game I saw, yes, Final Fantasy Type O HD.
I actually saw this on the Xbox Marketplace because, you know, I'm an Xbox fanboy.
Yeah.
Um,
Might actually be.
I was actually looking at it, and I wasn't really that impressed by it, to be honest. I had never gotten into the series, and I was, you know, considering buying it and trying it out, but the game didn't look that great to me, to be honest.
Now,
I guess I'm for that.
I'm not sure if Type O is the new one that I've been seeing about the one where it's actually an action RPG rather than the traditional turn-based, or if that's the one that's coming out much later in the future.
Yeah, I think that one's coming out much later in the future.
Yeah, okay. So I don't even know what Type O is or anything. Probably won't be getting it just because I haven't been following Final Fantasy since 7. Not, you know.
Holy shit.
So, yeah, I probably won't be getting it.
Yeah, me either, to be honest. I remember hearing news about it from, you know, a source on YouTube that, the developer said that as he gets older, he actually finds it harder to get into games that require so much, you know, reaction time. So he found himself to be more of a casual player, which he decided he wanted to make.
You just beat me.
You beat yourself, to be honest, but they wanted to make the next Final Fantasy a more of a casual game, so it's less gameplay, more visual stuff. So I guess, like, for, you know, a certain group, I don't understand why casuals would even like that either, because it's just boring all around. But I guess that's the route that Final Fantasy is going in, if they don't change their, I guess, head director.
Yeah. As long as Square, you know, doesn't fuck up Kingdom Hearts, I will be fine with it. Okay. Well, seeing as how we all playing Nintendo happens to be the next thing on the list.
No, just because we're playing Nintendo does not mean that we get to do any Nintendo news at all. I'm just kidding.
No, we like Nintendo.
Yes, of course we do.
Make good games.
I just make jokes that some might not find funny.
Also, I've never played one. I don't know about you, but Mario Party 10.
I actually did play the first one, actually.
You did?
Yes.
Yes, Mario Party 10 for the Wii U will be coming out on the 20th of March. So, I've obviously seen gameplay of Mario Party in the past. I assume it's going to be somewhat like it, just slightly different mini-games, plus some old ones for the nostalgia's sake. As is Nintendo's trademark. I most likely won't be getting it just because I've, you know...
It's kind of like, when you're getting into a sports game, right, you know what you're going to be getting every single time. It's maybe different, you know, people in the rosters, but you're basically expecting the same iteration of the game that you've been buying for the past decade. So, yeah, I don't see myself getting it, but I'll probably rent it, actually, but I don't know if I'd actually buy it unless if I had a lot of company coming over.
Yeah.
Which I never do because no one likes me, so.
Well. Yeah, you then. The 24th, pretty relatively big day in March. Borderlands: The Handsome Collection. I can only assume that has the pre-sequel, the first game, and the second game.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna let you finish now. Do not buy that game.
I was not planning on it.
To everyone listening, do not buy that game. Because the only selling point that that game has is that it has 60 frames per second and it's 1080p. You can play, you could have already bought those games on PC and gotten higher than 60 frames per second and 1080p. Because I think that's the highest the game even goes.
Well,
if I'm not mistaken, but
who knows?
Still, you could have bought that so long ago, and you wouldn't be paying $60 for all of them together if you bought it on PC instead of on console for, the same experience, if not, slightly worse. But
yeah, that sucks to be both of us. Oh, yeah, it's all backwards. Yeah, personally, I was not a big fan of the,
sucks to be you.
I was not a big fan of the Borderlands series. I mean, I played it for a while, laughed a bit, but I kind of left and didn't go back to it. Just didn't have the, interest in. So I definitely won't be getting it. And such and such. Okay, the next game, you may have heard of it, I haven't. Bloodborne.
Is that the Xbox One exclusive that's coming out?
PS4 actually.
No, I'm thinking of Scalebound. That's what I was thinking of, but yeah,
Also never
Bloodborne.
heard of that. Have you heard that?
I have not heard much about it at all.
Well, then we're
be
gonna go
honest.
and skip that one. Next is, as long as it doesn't get delayed again, GTA 5 on the Windows PC.
Is it coming out on Mac too?
It does not. It does not say. But if you're going to be playing a game like GTA 5 on a computer, get it on an actual computer. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
That was not worth the suicide.
No, but it... maybe not. Oh, in the game.
Oh.
Anyway. Yeah, so, GTA 5 finally going to have, larger draw distance.
I heard so many good things about the PC version. It's going to have 4K completely.
If it doesn't start with it, it's probably going to get modded eventually. I don't know if you've seen GTA 4 modded, but that looks better than GTA 5 on the consoles.
I have seen it modded, and to be honest, I don't think it looks really better than the next-gen versions. To be honest, my personal opinion on it, and that's not being a fanboy, I just didn't really see any legible reason to believe that it's better.
I might have to show you the IC enchantment. No, IC enhancer.
Yeah, you'll probably have to show me it.
Yeah,
I'll agree with you then, but...
Because it is, like, almost photorealistic. How well it is. I mean, granted, if you don't have a good enough PC, you will have you will be taking pictures, and you'll be playing a slideshow. But, it does look absolutely amazing with mods.
The hell was that?
That he's just changing the way the camera is, so if you can die easier if you are out of it. So that's GTA 5 on the computer. And let's try not to die while I look away from the screen again. I don't know what your take on Lego Ninjago is, but that's a game that's coming out.
Ninjago, what's that?
No idea. There were 5, blah blah blah. No we can. And that appears to be all of it from March. And you're just killing me out here.
No, I'm actually grabbing it so you wouldn't come back and grab it.
It does. It goes away after a while, so I'm just gonna. Why do you keep picking that up? I'm not telling you to pick that up. Let's see here. Oh, April. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the Fourth Sin. That might be a DLC. I'm not entirely sure. That's coming for the PS4, Xbox One, and the Windows.
Wait, Dark Souls 2 is on PC? I don't know it's on PC. It's on Xbox One and PS4. I thought that was the 360 and PS3 only.
Then perhaps that's what the DLC is. If maybe it's not a DLC, maybe it's just a...
like a definitive edition kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're not saying definitive, even though everyone's been using that word now.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe that's what it is. Personally, I've tried Dark Souls, and I'm casual enough to not be able to play that game without getting pissed, and not hard. Well, I think I said that backwards, but whatever. How about you?
I bought Dark Souls 1 for $5, and then a month later it was free. On Games with Gold.
Oh, that is, yeah.
So I wasn't too impressed about that. I heard there's a lot of there's a big community behind the game.
It definitely has a big community. I will give it that.
A lot of them are trolls, and I do not like that. So, I'd probably buy the second one if I actually beat the first one someday. So, I'll consider it, but at the moment it's probably not going to be a buy for me. But the game is difficult as balls, I will not lie. And it makes me feel inferior that PewDiePie can beat it, but I can't. It makes me feel inferior as a human being that he can beat it, but I can't.
Okay, next is actually something that I did not know about. However, sadly, I won't be able to get it because it looks like it's only for the new 3DS, which sucks because I only have the standard 3DS. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which when I first saw Xenoblade Chronicles, wanted it. However, I was unaware of what the price was, and when I saw the price, I thought, well, I'm not getting this game. So that might be interesting. Well, again, no, I won't be able to get it, but I don't think you've ever heard of it.
I don't think I have either.
Well, basically, it's where this guy Shulk is from. This guy. It's an action RPG kind of thing. It has...
Is it similar to Final Fantasy?
It's similar, but
considering how he looks.
It's an RPG, so, you take what you
Japanese RPG, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. Mortal Kombat X on the 14th on all consoles except for any Nintendo. Mortal Kombat can be fun. Better with a friend and not hit this guy because he's too good at games.
Actually, you know very well that fighting games are not my strong suit. Or sports games.
Unless it's
or driving games.
Unless it's Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur is one of the ones I'm alright at, but you have beaten me several times before, so...
Well, I have also used cheap tactics, and I will not...
Ones that good enough players should be able to stop, but I can't seem to stop you.
Speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles, this is a level from that game.
So enjoy the demo to Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah.
Let's just take a moment to look at the giant monster in the back.
That is actually where they live.
What?
The entire thing of Xenoblade Chronicles is that in the beginning of creation, two giant, colossus creatures fought each other. And I forget exactly how, but they got, frozen kind of thing. Not frozen, but, they died or something like that.
In that place.
And then, upon them, the inhabitants, on one of them, all the evil machines and whatnot, that ultimately try to destroy the humanoids and other, living creatures. And basically, the entire game takes place on two different, colossal creatures. One being a machine, one being a grassy rock. Which I thought was pretty fantastic. Again, I haven't played the game, so I can only assume this is a boss or a summon, if that game has summons. Yeah.
Oh, wow, he takes out half the map?
It seems so. Let's see.
He's OP as fuck.
State of Decay U1 Survival on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Not getting that, okay. I'm not even completely sure what it is. Probably another zombie game.
Basically, it is a arcadey style zombie survival game that I was not a big fan of at all, and will not even consider buying for the Xbox One or any other system. So that's just me. I know a couple people actually who even today we were just talking about it that really enjoyed the game, but I'm not at all one of those people.
Yes, I don't know if you noticed, but Duck Hunt is in choice for being able to summon Mexicans.
Oh. And I'm an animal abuser, apparently, so.
It seemed that way. Let's see, what was the next one I saw on here that was, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt on Windows, Linux, PS4, and Xbox One.
Yes, I'm actually looking forward to that game. I have not played a Witcher game through and through, but I am planning on it once that game... Well, actually, I plan on beating The Witcher 2 before that game's even out, and then playing it once it is.
I don't know how much you have played of either of them, but I would recommend you play those and make sure you like them before you go ahead and buy this one. Because I started with Witcher 1, did not like the combat that much, but it was easier to play than when I started the second game. The second game, I lost it to the first enemy you encounter. Had no idea what I did wrong, regardless of how many times I tried to fix my problem. It just seemed ridiculously difficult, even for, the difficulty of the game that it was advertising to me. So I probably won't be getting the Witcher 3 just because, I don't know, it left a pretty bad taste on me.
Well, I'm a narcissist, and I'm also a, what's the word for this?
Sadist?
Yeah, sadomasochist. I like it when games bust my balls. So, Dark Souls. That's why I tried Dark Souls. And I'm also a narcissist, and they make you feel like a complete badass in that game, I've heard, when you actually are able to do shit correctly.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm, both of those things I've got going for me, so I'm probably going to be getting it. I heard that the scenery for the game actually matches Skyrim modded on PC. So, very nice things to look at during the game while you're just out traveling and stuff.
You just killed yourself?
Yeah, I'm a MLG pro in this game, so.
I will let you know we've been going over an hour and we're only in March. No one may know. Let's see. In June, a couple of interesting ones in June. First off, we have Batman Arkham Knight. For
I will not get that game.
For the PS4, Xbox One, and Windows. I probably will, only because I played the first two. I skipped the third one and the prequel.
It was the same thing.
I'm looking forward to this new one though, mostly because of the fact that you can now use the Batmobile, among other reasons. So I probably will get it. I know my brother, being the guy who literally has the Batman symbol tattooed on one of his, I think it's his leg actually, is getting it. So if I don't get it myself, me watching him play will probably make me get it. So.
Now, the reason I'm not going to get it is because they showed it off as a tech demo. This is something that...
it's like Stadia.
Yeah, well, not really. Like, the entire game is meant to be visually impressive, and that's what I got from it, is that it's a visually impressive game that shows off hardware that it's running on. Now, this is what Killzone Shadowfall did. And there is big fans of Killzone, which I'm not one, but... there are several people that I have talked to that are huge fans of Killzone, but hated Shadowfall because it was a tech demo game. It was not an actual game, it was a visually stimulating game that had very little substance to the game itself. And I know how to see one coming now, so I'm just not gonna get it,
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, after release, I might change my mind, but I don't trust the game after what I saw. So,
well, this next one I'm actually quite curious to see what your input is, because I remember when we first heard about it, you wanted me to get it with you, and we were going to play it for literally hours upon end. The new console version of the Elder Scrolls Online, which is a pay once and then it becomes free to play. Which maybe good, maybe bad. Perhaps if they made the game good, it would be good. What's your input on that?
My input has changed since that.
Changed?
I do not trust that they will keep it, you pay once, and will not have to pay again.
So you think they'll go back to a subscription?
Yes, after everyone's already bought it. That's what I feel they'll do, and even if they don't, the gameplay that I have seen of it, which bear with me, the last gameplay I actually watched of it was beta gameplay. So I don't know how much it's changed since then, but it looked like a blockier Oblivion. And not ratting on Oblivion, but again, that came out in 2014, shouldn't look like a worse version of Oblivion.
Which
So-
I believe was 2002 or somewhere around that time.
No, Oblivion?
It was either 2002 or
2005.
2005, yeah. It's somewhere on the 2000s. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not.
Stop shooting lasers. Thank you.
I'm not. It's
You're
a gun.
like shitting lasers at your ass. Like, god damn it.
It's supposed to be the gun because it's ducking.
Yeah. Well, you're shooting them out. So.
Whatever. Okay. I definitely won't be getting it. No. I'll just wait till Elder Scrolls 6, or just
That's
wait
what
until.
I'm gonna do.
Or just wait until someone mods Skyrim to have the entirety of Tamriel in it, which by then Elder Scrolls 7 will probably be out, so it won't matter.
To elaborate further on the whole ESO thing, I'd be more inclined to get it if I had a PC instead of a console, because if they're dumbing it down for even, the next gen consoles.
Well, I mean, I believe they're also going to make it the PC pay once and then free to play.
I believe it already is like that.
It is, I believe it is.
But, I mean, like, even if they're dumbing it down for the consoles, even if they're the next gen only that they're dumbing it down for, it's still dumbing it down so the game can only go so far. And with an MMO, it needs to go far.
Yeah. If we've seen anything from other ones that came out this year, well, last year technically, then
Yeah.
we know that it needs content or gets stale fast. Bungie.
So, yeah, that game's definitely, I'm going to stray away from getting that game. Until I research into it more.
Okay.
Research.
I jumped right into that.
You pulled the mate.
Yeah. It turns out there's not too many other games that have been confirmed dates in the year, since Audi is still very early in the year.
Well, actually, here's another one we can talk about. The Division.
The Division.
What do you think about that? Do you know anything about it?
I've heard of it. I can't quite put any like gameplay or anything to it. Like I can't
Damn you, dog.
visually remember. So no.
Fucking dog. Well, the game, if I'm not mistaken, it takes place in New York. The typical city game place. So yeah, it takes place in New York. It's a MMO RPG.
Oh.
And it's a scavenging game. What is it called? A scavenging shooter looter?
I don't know.
I think that's what they're called.
I don't know if I've heard that, but okay.
I've heard that with Destiny. It's a first-person shooter looter.
Destiny is a...
Or voodoo shooter. That's what they're called.
Sure.
But the Division is a third-person one.
Oh.
That the campaign is online. There's no offline mode. I believe it's always online, like Destiny. But
Sounds
even
good.
better because it's Ubisoft servers.
Ooh!
So.
Sounds marvelous. Sounds flawless.
Exactly. So, I know Ubisoft has a huge rep for screwing up, their online games, but Far Cry 4 launched without any of those issues. So,
Them,
we had it to see. But
them's Ragoons, huh?
Carbon Goons, right? But, with this in mind, I think the game has potential to be really good, because, yes, it has the word that we hate so much, microtransaction, you and I, but they're not significant. See, the microtransactions is, all it does is you have the ability to buy bigger bags to put stuff in. That's all you can buy. Now, you can find these bags on the world.
So it's just it's what they originally were was a way for lazy people or people who don't have time because they
Have jobs and other stuff.
and granted
Or play other games.
just people who don't want to waste so much time on something like Destiny,
Which is fine.
which is fine. However, microtransactions can go way too far sometimes.
Such as Evolve. Evolve is one of those games where it's way too far. Or Minecraft, once Xbox makes the sequel to it.
Oh, don't even. I completely forgot that Minecraft was bought. Okay, that's a different story. That's a different day.
But yeah. What do you think about The Division from what I've said? Or
I
do you
think
wanna
it's
hear
a
more
game
about
I'm
it?
probably not gonna even look into anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're definitely against buying it. I'm still in the middle. I don't know yet because I was excited for it until I saw the Ubisoft logo at the end of the video during E3, and then I was excited again once they showed the what's it called, like the snowflake system or something like that. They tried like copying Frostbite, but it made the game look really cool and good because it was visually impressive, as well as the gameplay being intuitive and unique in a way. And there's lots of destruction in it, so yeah, they're really trying to copy DICE and Battlefield with this, but the game looked like it was really good. So I'm still stuck on it. I don't know whether I'm going to get it or not, but we'll see. That's the first time I've actually said I don't know whether I'm getting it or not. I might be wrong, but...
and these are unscheduled release games, so roughly it's going to come out this year, but no set time. Let's see if I know any of these. Here, Assassin's Creed Victory, I assume, is the one that you were talking about where it's placed in England.
Probably.
It seems how I haven't ordered it yet, but that is a thing that's coming out at some point apparently this year. God damn it, why did you attack the cuckoo? You know not to attack the cuckoo. Anyway, Bastion, which is a game on the PC at the moment, probably something else is getting ported over to the PS4 and the PS Vita. I've heard good things about the game. I actually have that game, have not played it yet. But that's interesting. Bioshock Infinite, gonna have a Linux release. That's marvelous for people who have Linux. Oh, I'm giant somehow.
I don't really know much about Linux.
Linux is an operating system like Windows, but it's some people find it better. I don't know.
Alright, so moving on.
Yeah, let's see. Broforce, that's another little indie game. Don't mind that. So I bet that interruption. Broforce, which is a little indie game, apparently is, I don't know, it says here PS4, PS Vita, Windows. However, there's already, been Windows release, clearly. So I'm not sure, I'm a little stuck on the thing. Okay. Let me just go ahead and pick these up here. And then miss you completely like I always do. And I didn't miss, good. So that's coming out at some point. Let's see, Dead Island 2 for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. Let's see how that goes after Dying Light is here now, which is basically the same thing but much more polished. And a game. Oh, how did I miss that?
Because you suck. Like me. At this game.
Shut up. So yeah, that's Dead Island 2. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. Wait, I thought there was already a special, a Devil May Cry. Anyway, that's gonna be for the Xbox One and PS4.
Thanks, Shadow.
Yeah. Go away, Shadow. Oh, she's sweet. Let's see, Final Fantasy... Oh yes, Final Fantasy VII is being remade on the PS4. I have bad feeling it's just going to be very, very light touches. It's not going to be what everyone's been wanting. But I will probably end up playing it just because, even though I have it on the PS1, literally like 2 feet away from me at the moment. It will just pop in and say something if you want to, because I'm just going to try and punch through this as fast as possible. Final Fantasy X2 HD Remaster. I never played the X games. The Final Fantasy X. I've heard that some people find them their favorites. That actually rival 7.
How do you keep getting these fucking Pokemon?
Pokeballs.
Fuck you and your Oh, what the hell is that, dude? Is he reaching? Oh, I thought he was reaching for his groin.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. Oh, I have not been like even killing it this whole time. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Oh, Gang Beasts. I doubt you've heard of it, but that's coming to the PS4. Currently a game on the Xbox. It's actually quite interesting. It's pretty fun, even playing by yourself. But much better with other people. It's kind of a physics kind of game. It's a quote-unquote fighting game, which it's very interesting. It's hard to explain though. But yeah, that's coming out sometime. Apparently there's gonna be a.
It's like let's unleash the Kraken on ourselves.
It's gonna be a Godzilla game for PS4, PS3.
Really?
Apparently.
Why?
No idea.
Oh god, I didn't realize that. Oh man, I barely managed to knock a run out there. What the hell is that?
I have no idea. Looks like a
weird
Metroid enemy. Like an anti-Samus. Oh, that was a dud. There's gonna be Gran Turismo 7, the PS4. Halo 5 Guardians, we've kind of touched on that already. Halo Spartan Strike. Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number. I never played the first one. I am planning on it at some point.
The hell is this?
Yeah.
It's like a cat pressing the big red button.
Yeah. So yeah, Hotline Miami 2 for those who liked sadistic and killing themselves. Will probably like that. Like to kill yourself again. Let's see, where was it? I am just jumping. Oh, Just Cause 3, another Square Enix game. Open world, just nonsensical and fun. That'll be interesting.
Oh god, I just got so fucked up right there.
Killing Floor 2 for PS4, Windows, and Steam OS. King's Quest, which I guess is part of the old King's Quest series from way back in the day.
Oh, fuck me.
There we go.
Hacks.
Oh, that's weird. Why isn't that listed? Huh. I thought...
Even after me beating you up, as you weren't looking at the screen, you end up... that's some bull crap.
I could have sworn Kingdom Hearts 3 was supposed to come out in late 2015. I guess it's going to end up being 2016 because I don't see it here. That's unfortunate. Lego Batman 3. Nifty. Oh, for mobile platforms, so don't even look at that. Lego Marvel's Avengers for literally every system, it looks like.
Except for the next gen.
Xbox
No.
computer, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the Xbox one.
Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. I have not been a fan of Lightning and the new Final Fantasies, as I have said.
What is Lightning Returns?
What?
What is the Lightning Returns?
It doesn't have a date, but it...
No, like, what is it?
Oh, what is it? Lightning is the name of the playable character in the...
Is that the one with, like, the champagne-colored hero we see?
The pink one? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose, yes. Uh-oh.
What?
Anyway.
Minecraft story. Oh,
yeah,
God.
Oh, God, yes, but we'll get that later on.
Oh, God.
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, the sequel to the demo called Ground Zeroes. I suppose that's a topic. Have we touched on that? I feel like we might have, but...
I think it was us talking about that before stream. Or before podcast.
Yeah, sure, what do you...
We might have already talked about it, but just in case we haven't.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. For what reason, because you and I already know the verdict, for what reason will you not be getting the next Metal Gear Solid?
I don't know.
Alright, Have you played any of the ones before?
I have played Solid, the original Metal Gear Solid. I'm in the middle, not really in the middle, more of the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Which one?
2.
Which one? There's two twos.
The one on the PS2.
There's two on the PS2.
The one... Substance.
Sons of Liberty?
Substance. Which is Sons of Liberty Plus.
Is it?
Is what I've heard, yes. Kind of how,
So you play as, like, Snake in the beginning, and then it goes into Raiden.
You spoiled it, yes.
Well...
Not that I already didn't know that, but yes. I haven't gotten it that far.
I haven't told you any story.
I haven't gotten that far in the game, is how early in the game I am. So, yes,
Did you go into a Russian ship?
At the beginning of the game, you are on a ship.
Okay, so I guess it probably is then. Okay.
Yep. Like, I haven't gone off that ship yet. But yes, I'm trying to get into the series, so I'm trying to, play all of them. Seeing how I know what happens in Ground Zeroes and the fact that it literally is just a demo, I won't be getting that. I might get Phantom Pains, depending on if I like the series enough to care. But I won't be getting it unless I play and beat all the other ones that have come out before it. So until then, and if then, I still don't like it, probably not, but that's basically my opinion.
Okay, so I'm not getting it because of the same reason that I didn't get Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Oh yes, right, because of the
It almost nothing annoys me more than when a game series changes the voice actor for the main character. Other characters, it annoys me too, but no more than the main character. You do not change the voice actor for the main character. If the voice actor dies, you just stop making the series, or you have one that does not have him in the game. But you do not change the voice actor. So for the same reason, I'm not going to get Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pains. Will not do it. I do not care how good the game is. I will not be able to look around it. So I tried. I tried Ground Zeroes to see if I could look past it. Maybe I could just ignore it. I could not. I tried it, couldn't do it. So will not get the game. Absolutely not. And yes, I am that stubborn because I do not have what I want.
Well, now we get to talk about this little, most likely Microsoft business here. Minecraft Story Mode for all of the systems. For Windows, Mac, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, the Bone, iOS, Android.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness.
Let's can we just? Is it too late to skip this?
Well, let's just say, what is Minecraft? Minecraft is a game that is not story-based. It is a game where you will go in, either in creative or survival, try and survive by mining and crafting, just trying to survive as long as possible. And if you want to, building with the resources you found, magnificent creations or just creations that look like penises. Or in creative mode where you just get everything you want without having to mine it and try and survive, and you can just create penises that way.
You can make Morrowind, or the best piece of art ever, a giant penis that's shooting explosives out of it.
Yeah. So of course Microsoft didn't see this clearly, and now they're making a story mode, and who knows what that could be.
I don't even want to think about it, to be honest.
I don't either.
I did like what they were doing with Minecraft with the HoloLens, but with the sequel, or I guess it's an add-on and then they'll make a sequel, I've already lost faith in that.
Look, I just hope that they don't make the story mode override survival, and it's like...
I don't think that they would do that.
I don't
think that they know better than to do that.
But as long as it's like adventure mode, a separate thing, then sure, why not? I'll give it a try, and then probably...
As long as it's free, I'll try it.
Yeah.
if it's a free addition to the game, I will try it.
I mean, I already paid my $40 twice for the Xbox 360 and the computer. I don't really feel like paying more for it unless I pay the $5 to upgrade the one. Other than that, I'm not paying any more for that.
Yeah. Screw that. But have you, like, I'm going a little bit off topic here, but relating to Minecraft. Have you seen the HoloLens version of it?
I'm not even sure. No, I don't think I know what that is.
So, like, imagine your room, right? Like, this wall to your left.
Oh, I think I know what shot. Well, it actually, like, pops up and you look around and you're in it.
Yes. Kind of and you can, like, click on the wall and it'll blow up and you'll see a whole world of Minecraft behind your wall in the hole.
That looks... That is an interesting concept, yes.
So I thought that was really cool, but... Yeah. Other than that, I will not even attempt to play that Minecraft story. And that's if I hear good things about it, which I won't.
Alright, so this next one, I know you're not in anime, but as you know, I am. I preferred the original over the new Shippuden, but Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, which I believe is going to actually contain the ending of Naruto in it. So it will probably be one of the, if not the last game in the series. I will probably be getting it just because you most likely won't be.
Well, I'll play with you.
Okay, again, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. We'll be getting it. You probably won't.
I'll play with you.
Okay, let's go on. No Man's Sky. This is actually an interesting game I'm looking forward to. Hopefully they don't fuck it up.
They will.
We probably will, though. For the PS4 and the computer, it is a space flight simulator. Well, you literally... It's all about exploration. There's not much, combat or any story, as far as I know. Basically, it's... You get in your plane, you fly up, you leave the atmosphere, you fly in space, you find a planet, fly into the planet, land, get out of your ship, all without a loading screen or any kind of pause or anything. It is literally just complete all of it. And if you happen to find a world before anyone else, because it is all, I believe, procedurally generated, so it's like constantly like growing and whatnot, if you find a planet, it'll actually say when people go to land in the planet that it was discovered by you. Like if whoever was discovered it first, it will say discovered by your name. So I think it's cool. I think, it has wildlife and whatnot. I think it'll be pretty fun to play. Hopefully they won't screw it up too badly.
I think I know how it's going to run. It's going to run somewhat like Destiny. When it's not on screen, it literally flattens the image and it's not actually there. It's just a picture. Like, somewhat like your mouse pad here. It flattens itself like that. And I think that's what's going to allow all that to run at the same time on the PlayStation 4, because obviously most PCs wouldn't be able to handle it if it was all running off screen like that.
Well, I mean, obviously that just comes down to optimization. Like, most games have it so that if you're not looking at a certain way, like a doorway, it won't actually render what's in that room until you're looking at that doorway and can see through it. So they'll probably do it in a way that it won't render unless you're looking at it or something. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I'm looking forward to it one way or another.
The hell is that, dude?
That was this guy?
Yeah.
That you need to play Skyward Sword. Zelda. Okay. Octodad Dead release cast for the Vita. I don't know if you've heard of that, but that's.
I've heard of that game.
Yeah,
I watched 3D play it.
Yeah, it's a arcade style game. It's just being ported over, so that's all it is. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 is the game I mentioned earlier. One Piece game being made by the Dynasty Warriors people. So it's basically Dynasty Warriors with One Piece skins, kind of thing. But I'm still getting it one way or another. Because I am just a completely big ass fan and nerd of One Piece. Let's see here. Ooh, apparently there's going to be a new Ratchet & Clank game on the PS4.
I heard about that, actually.
I actually missed...
I think that was at E3.
Was it?
2014, yeah.
I heard that I believe the latest one they did was Into the Nexus, which was the last good one they did, because I know they did All for One and Full Frontal Assault, both of which I have, both of which I hate, because it's not, how it is, but I believe Into the Nexus was slightly shorter than most, but back to how it's supposed to be. So let's just hope they continue with that trend, and I will probably get it if it's good. Have you ever played Ratchet & Clank?
I haven't. I have never gotten into that ever.
I highly recommend Let's see here. Apparently, Droid is taking Secret of Mana, which was an old SNES game, I believe, and putting it on the console, on the phone. So I don't know how that works, but that's gonna happen.
Oh, fuck me. What the?
Is that all it does?
Damn it, Mario Paint.
Yeah. You played Sunshine, right?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. Alright, let's see. A new Roller Coaster Tycoon game. Never played it, but whatever. Ooh. Rise of Tomb Raider. Probably not gonna get that. Didn't get the last Tomb Raider game. Haven't really played many of the others. I have the first 3 on the collection that came out not too long ago. Well, it might have been long ago.
I heard that Microsoft is funding the new Tomb Raider a lot. Like, they do not want it to fail, considering they paid out the ass to make it an exclusive, which I do not back Microsoft for doing that. Exclusives are anti-consumer. So, screw PlayStation for having exclusives, and screw Xbox for having exclusives. That's how I feel about that. Well, and honestly, Nintendo has to hold on to their exclusives because it's the only fucking thing they have.
Yeah.
But with PlayStation and Xbox, they're just doing it to be assholes to each other and the fans.
Let's see. Oh, apparently Sid Meier's making another game called Starships. We'll have to see how that is. They've had hit and misses in the past, and they will in the future. Oh yes, there's going to be a new Star Fox game. I don't know where I am right now. I'm invisible. Yeah, new Star Fox game. Apparently it's not going to be anything like the GameCube ones where you got out of the ship. Apparently it's going to be, good. So, hopefully looking forward to that. I know you've played Star Fox.
Yep, I played a little bit on the N64.
So, hopefully that's good. Obviously the new Legend of Zelda game, I think it's set up here, but I kind of skipped over for some reason.
Now, considering you told me, that there's multiple timelines and everything for Zelda, I'll probably get the new one.
Yeah.
Considering you told me that, I was not even going to consider it because of the cartooniness and everything of it. I was like, they must have fucked it up, but because it's a different tone of the game, and that's their whole reason behind it, I guess I could get into it. Like, that's why I never got Skyward Sword or, Twilight Princess, is because of those reasons. It looked different. Yeah. I don't like change when it comes to Zelda.
Let's see here.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, I see they're still trying. Oh, okay. I guess, Sonic team is done trying to make games on console or something, and I've decided, let's go for mobile. Sonic Runnels for iOS Android. No idea, don't care.
So why isn't it called Sonic Go Fast?
No
That'd
idea.
be a more successful name for it, I think.
Oh, yes, I believe we were talking about The Division earlier, which is a Tom Clancy game. I may not be looking forward to that, but however, I am looking forward to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. That looked very interesting to me and my brothers.
We should get that.
Yes.
We should get, all of us to get that. That'd be cool. That
is something I'm looking forward to.
I think that, once again, I was a little bit worried that it was a tech demo kind of game.
I definitely feel like it was staged a bit.
Oh, I was obviously staged.
Yeah, I mean, nobody talks like that, but I mean, it will be interesting to see how it works out. And if you get a good team, like people who know each other and whatnot, it could be quite good. Which
we don't really do that a lot. Like, let's be honest, like, your brothers don't really communicate a lot with the game, when we're playing. But, I think that games that you have to think to beat your opponent are the best kind of games.
Yeah.
Which is why I like Evolve so much. Yes, it's loaded with microtransactions, which is like, the worst thing you could ever do other than sell stomping lands or stomping grounds. Other than sell that game. That's the worst thing you could ever do.
I can't believe you just come up and left.
But yeah, I don't know if I really want it or not. I'm just stuck there, I guess.
There's
oh,
also...
that's what I was thinking of, so I just kind of said I was ultimately going for.
Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, considering the subtitle, it's...
Can I just say something about that game?
What?
Apparently there's a subsection on Reddit where somebody says, oh, you can see Drake's chest hairs all individually move. And then there was thousands of replies saying, oh my god, PS4 fucking amazing, oh my god, fucking all that other shit. I'm like, you care that much about his fucking his chest hairs moving over the gameplay? Are you kidding me?
I have a feeling they'll kind of just be dumbasses. Anyway,
no, I think they're serious though. I shit you not, man.
Considering the subtitle, it's probably going to be the last in at least Nathan Drake's series. Considering I have played all the previous 3, I will probably get this next one. Big fan.
I actually plan on playing them someday.
Yeah.
Like, open them over your house and we have time to play that. I plan on playing it. Or if you don't really want to sit there and play it with me, then I'll just borrow your console and game and play it that way. But either way, I'm gonna play it, so.
Untitled Call of Duty video game. No doubt. No doubt. Not even gonna...
It really says that.
The Untitled Call of Duty game to be announced.
Wait, Droid?
That's the top.
I kind of lost my sight there, but that's great. See, that's what I mean. When you annualize yourself and you just know it's coming, but the next year it's stupid.
Yeah. Let's see. Xenoblade Chronicles X, the sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles. Still have to get the first one to play that one, so don't know about that. Another Yoshi game apparently for the Wii U. Probably not gonna get that either. And that is basically the end of the list. You want to just do one more round and then close it up?
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Anyway.
You want to be Dr. Mario?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose on Mario.
I'll go ahead and be from Shulk, since I've been talking about Xenoblade quite a bit.
Yeah, fanboy.
Oh, I haven't played it, so I can't be fanboy.
Really? I believe you can. Because there's so many fanboys in Uncharted 4, so.
Well. Alright.
Like that.
Yeah. Magnificent.
I don't like that.
That would be the Monado.
I don't like it. Nor do I like you, because you have 2 fucking teammates, you big blood.
Picked up the item, man. Ooh, oh shit. Yeah, I just killed myself.
Now that'll work.
I don't know what this does. Find out. Oh,
Sure. That went well.
yeah. Yeah, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, you asshole.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
Oh, sucks to be you. And, yeah. So thanks for
That's about
watching, guys. I was the Great Niji, and this is Death by Men. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, English. I think that we should do this again soon and try to make this a regular thing. I think that'd be cool.
That would be good as long as it's not next year, yes.
We'll see. We'll see how much they like it. if we can get people to actually start watching this, we will not make it next year. Instead, we'll make it next month.
Yeah. Well, thanks you guys. So long.
Thanks for watching, guys.
One other thing, links to both our channels in the description. Probably will link to by one of us anyway, because I believe this is going to be a new channel.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching. Later.